everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much once again for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, we are going to be discussing a possible theory, something absolutely crazy, of what Illfonic, the video game horror development company, is cooking up. There has been something posted to their Twitter account that is essentially like kind of out there, the way that they're asking this questions, and a little survey that they put up. That way you guys can also do the survey. I'm going to link it in the description and of course down in the comment section. But what is Illfonic up to? This is absolutely crazy to think of the theories that are going to be behind here. I'm going to go ahead and discuss my theories with you guys of what the creators of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they also developed Friday the 13th, Ghostbusters, and of course Predator Hunting Grounds. There's a bunch of games that Illfonic has had their fingers in, and we want to see or know really what they are cooking up with this next survey that they just dropped. It's absolutely crazy. Let's pop on over to Twitter and check it out. It's kind of intense, dude. It's super weird. Possible. Oops, don't have my screen up. But let me go ahead and showcase this once again. This is the official Illfonic Twitter page, aka X page. And yesterday on November 14th, they posted this. It's a nice little tweet that says, "Hey, are you a fan of asymmetrical horror? We want to hear from you. Our team is collecting feedback on the franchises you'd be most excited to see translated into the haunting world of video games. Let your voice be heard in our latest survey. Click here." Illfonic, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now we click on the survey and it brings us to this page. Okay, now which horror IP do you want to see as a video game? I'm going to go ahead and unselect all these because I'm not sure why they're still selected. But hey, it is what it is. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to log in with your email. Okay, and then you're going to come on over here and read which horror IP do you want to see as a video game. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Terrifier, Dracula, The Thing, Happy Death Day, Final Destination, Halloween, Paranormal Activity, Scream, Creatures from the Black Lagoon, Saw, and Evil Dead. Now, what makes this interesting is, of course, these are some of the top biggest horror film franchises that we have known today. Obviously, everybody knows the Scream series, Saw, Paranormal Activity, Halloween, Final Destination. Like, all of these are incredibly popular. Now, what doesn't make sense here is where did this even come from? Like, why is this question even being asked? Of course, they want to be like, no, what's our next direction? Yo, should Illfonic dip into a Final Destination horror ASIM? A Nightmare on Elm Street? All of these make sense because there's no video games about them. There's no Nightmare horror ASIM. There's no Child's Play ASIM horror. There's no Terrifier, Dracula, Thing, Death Day, Final Destination, Halloween, Paranormal Activity, Scream, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Saw. None of these games have an asymmetrical horror game already made. So these options make sense. But why is Evil Dead here, ladies and gentlemen? Because, as you guys already know, Evil Dead, the game, a horror ASIM that started our channel 2 years ago, already exists. However, as we know, that Saber Interactive has completely cut ties with production of future content for Evil Dead the game. So why is it that they are asking this question, right? Evil Dead is dead in the water. We know this. Currently, Saber is still updating, bug fixes and like server maintenance, but there has not been any planned future content in the last year, right? As we go to x.com, head on over to Evil Dead the game, like so. Hold on a second. This is super blown up. Evil Dead the game. Boom. And we pop on over here. And we scroll for a little bit. I want to get this stupid thing here. Let's scroll down. I don't know how far we have to go, but it's not far because they've stopped really tweeting much. And right here, September 19th of last year, it's been over a year since they have posted this to the Evil Dead the Game community. Today, we have made the decision to not pursue the development of new content for Evil Dead the Game. We also confirm that we will not be releasing a Nintendo Switch version of the game. We will keep the servers up for the foreseeable future and address any major issues that arise. On behalf of the entire team at Saber, thank you for all the groovy times and your continued support. So this was a post that they had made in September 19th. So we have known for over a year now that there would be no future content coming to Evil Dead the game. But that was when they had the huge Embracer issue. Embracer was the parent company to multiple video game development companies that had a massive fallout with like some form of deal that fell through the floor. And so Saber cut ties, right? They dipped out of the Embracer group and went independent. Now, with that being said, Saber's been cooking up a brand new game mode, which essentially was just quick match, but they edited the UI of Evil Dead the game. It was kind of weird that they changed the way Splatter Royale worked. Now it only requires 2 people to join a lobby. They fixed some server maintenance, cut down servers, etc. Guys, they just did a few back-end updates, but added a new game mode, which was surprising. So why is it, if we already have an Evil Dead ASIM game, why is it that Illfonic is asking this question? Which horror IP do you want to see as a video game? Evil Dead has an ASIM game recently released, as you guys know. On top of that, there's been, 3 or 4 Evil Dead video games that have been released as single-player titles? Like Fistful of Boomstick, etc. Why is it that Illfonic is asking this question and introduced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 other video games that do not have an asymmetrical horror video game adaptation on, and also adding in Evil Dead? It doesn't make sense to me. What makes sense is, are they cooking up something? Are they trying to, let's say, start their own Evil Dead? Start their own version of what Saber started and continue, or maybe completely revamp it? Or are they trying to buy the Evil Dead the game IP from Saber? Again, this is a wild theory, but this fucking survey doesn't make sense. Why is Evil Dead on this list? Now, listen, check this out. This is even crazier because there's another slide down below. Are they trying to cook up to buy the Evil Dead IP? How insane would that be? A resurrection of the beloved franchise that was turned into not only an amazing video game, but the greatest video game, ASIM horror video game ever made, Evil Dead the game, and that still holds up today. Evil Dead was above and beyond, ahead of its time. I'm telling you guys, it was so good. The problem is, obviously, Embracer cut ties. Saber had to stop, funding the game, etc. So there was some back-end bullshit that happened, but there was still so much more to tell, so much more Ash versus Evil Dead content that we didn't get. What are they trying to do, chat? I ain't stupid, all right? Is this something different, or is this legitimately what they are thinking is, if we get enough votes for Evil Dead, maybe we make an offer to Saber to sell us the rights to the video game Evil Dead the game. This is something crazy. I can't believe this. Let's pop off. The next slide, even crazier. Which horror IP would you like to see more game content from? What the fuck is that question? First off, we don't even know what this question means. All of them, dude. Of course, anytime we see more horror games, we want to see it. But what doesn't make sense is this. Again, Evil Dead making the list, right? Killer Clowns, which is currently Illfonic's main game. Predator Hunting Grounds, which is also Illfonic's game. Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed, which is also Illfonic's game. But then we have the likes of Alien and Puppet Master and VHS, which is also DOA, right? It's Dead in the Water. But why is it that a game that we willingly know is being delisted, as well as the servers are being cut next month on December 31st? Why is it that Friday the 13th is on here? Why? Why is it? Because do they want to know, yo, there are so many people voting for this. Let's buy this fucking game from Gun before they completely get rid of it. Gun Interactive still holds the rights to Friday the 13th, the game. The lawsuit has been lifted. We know this game's popularity. Illfonic was already part of Friday the 13th alongside Gun Interactive, at the time Gun Media. And now are they trying to re-buy Friday the 13th to continue its success? What the fuck? Also, why is TCM on here? Chat, why is Texas Chainsaw Massacre on this list? Which horror IP would you like to see more game content from? Did Gun themselves get a hold of Illfonic and be like, yo, we're drowning here. Our community is fighting back. We only have 12 employees at Gun. Black Tower can't code. We're in trouble. We want out. Do you possibly want to buy TCM from us? I think that is more believable than you think. Trust me. However, is it a collaboration again? Illfonic comes back, plays with TCM, and joins forces with Gun Interactive. Or is this a more, I keep wanting to say the word sinister, but it's not evil. Is this a more hidden message of them trying to get information out of the community by saying, yo, let's make a poll and then let's fucking shoot let's pull the trigger on what makes the most votes? I think that's more the latter, because we don't need more Predator or Killer Clowns or Ghostbusters, because we've already got that game. But with Evil Dead stopping production with Saber, Friday the 13th being pulled from all services last year, and now servers being cut on December 31st, it makes sense, right? Pick them up and let's fucking revive these beloved franchises. That way we can start raking in bank. Illfonic is smart. Write the check, get it done, and make millions. It's simple as that. You got to sacrifice sometimes to make dough. I personally think that they are cooking up something absolutely crazy with this survey, especially since Friday, TCM, and Evil Dead are on this list. Why is it that they are on these lists if they are not trying to cook something up with purchasing the IPs and continuing the game at their studios? You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Am I tripping? Is this just a random fucking survey to get engagement clicks on Twitter? I don't know. Either way, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. I sure as fuck hope that they pick up F13 and Evil Dead. And I don't even know about TCM because, Killer Clowns, whatever. But even if they join forces 99 heads is better than 12, right? So pause. So let's get to it, man. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Drop a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and, of course, anytime I bring you brand new asymmetrical horror content. I love you guys so much, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.